welcoming to the stage the very funny Nina Moore.
Hi. I'm a little nervous and I hate people looking at me. I should be used to it though, because I've had these since the 4th grade and they're factory originals. So they attract a lot of attention. I'm a car girl. I met my husband at a car auction. He was a good deal. And we've been married 34 years. I still like it. Most of the time. So I used to work at Starbucks and the Secretary of State at the same time. I ended up leaving the Secretary of State for Starbucks. The Secretary of State smelled like body odors and not good things. Starbucks smells like roasted coffee, frozen warmed pastries. Yeah, they freeze them before you get them. That's the truth. There's mean people at both places. I've learned people like to be mean. They like to tell you how to do your job. There's always the person standing on the side of you saying, "Is it decaf? Is it decaf? Is it decaf?" It's not yours. I mean, when I worked at the Lakeside store, the girls called me in the evening because they had flushed the keys down the toilet to the store. True story. And I'm like, well, I can understand them falling in the toilet because the cabinet is above the toilet, but I don't understand the flushing part. And she says, well, I thought that I could see the water would go down and I could grab them. It's a toilet. I mean, she had a master's degree. Starbucks customers can be kind of picky. They're a little particular about things, which is fine. At this Oxford store on Saturday nights in the girls' restroom, the girls used to leave a present in the toilet, next to the toilet, not in the toilet. And I said, I'm not cleaning that. You don't pay me enough. And yeah, we had to call the hazmat team for that one. A lot of people like a lot of caramel. They like a lot of caramel in their caramel macchiatos. Or a caramel frappuccino, they would say, make it sick. Just make it sick. Put so much caramel, you would think it's sick. And so with the half a cup of caramel, they would get what's left of the frappuccino. So I went to the Bahamas with my husband and we went gambling. And on my first pull, I won $5,000. And I started to cry because I lost my dad the week before and I didn't really want to go. But it's like, that just doesn't happen. And I felt like that's my dad. And when the guy came to pay me, he's like, does she know what she won? He's like, yeah, just ignore her. She does that. So on my next pull, I won $2,200 and I left with that. So I got to keep that for the whole trip. So I've realized as I got older, I run into people I know and I'm not sure where I know them from. So my mind goes through school, work, which job. I was at the Hyde Park Steakhouse in Birmingham with my in-laws. We went to dinner and I saw this guy, we made eye contact and he smiles and I think, oh, where do I know him from? My brain starts, school. And then I realized I don't know him from anywhere. It was Matt Stafford. So, I'm a little nervous. Yeah, that's what I meant to tell you. Secretary of State smells like body odors and desperation. Starbucks smells way better. So, but people are mean. They like to tell you how to do your job. They like to follow you around, watch every move you make. And I learned, don't make eye contact. Because if you make eye contact, you're going to have to help them. Starbucks is all about world-class customer service. And the Secretary of State isn't. They don't care. Where are you going to go? They never once mentioned customer service. It was never an issue. But Starbucks is all about it. So, but I'd recommend not going to Starbucks if you're running late because people start fighting and it's just coffee, people. Settle down. I got yelled at Secretary of State and at Starbucks, so you kind of get used to it. It's just kind of part of the job. I've been inspecting off-lease cars around the Detroit area for like the last 7 years. Most people drive their off-lease cars like they stole them. So when they have to charge them for 2 front tires, they're mad at me. And it's like, I know, I drove it. I didn't rotate the tires. It's $20, rotate your tires. It's not that hard. Otherwise you'd pay a couple $100 for tires that you just didn't have to, had you rotated them. Well, that's about all I have. So.